Hello, once again, this is Brother Teacher. Listen, at some point, probably in the next day or two, I'm going to give you my Patreon account so that you can follow me there as well, in addition to my other social media accounts, where you can see maybe my unfiltered truth that I'm telling and conveying to the general public about things that can help and benefit all of us perpetually without being interfered with, without being censored, changed, modified, and removed, this type of thing. But until then, I'm going to take this opportunity in brevity and share something with you. And this may be a little risque, but let the chips fall where they may, and we'll go forward from there. My question to you is this: do you believe that the corporations that serve us, humanity, more specifically in the United States of America, have our best interest at heart? That's a question for you. For those that are my regular followers, let me know in the comment section below after this video has been watched by you. Please make sure that you copy this video, because you may not be able to find it at some point, just in case that happens. So, getting back to my question, do you believe that the corporations that exist have yours and my best interest at heart? Stop. I'm going to tell you that they don't. There may be a sliver of individuals and or companies that care about the people that they serve, but that's few and far between. Most corporations are in business, note that I say business, to make money. And that's an expression that we always use. It's about the bottom line. And if the bottom line means milking the public, then that is what they will do. If the bottom line, preserving the bottom line, or their income, their revenue, their market shares, is going to be affected in a positive way, they'll do virtually anything to make that money in that bottom line, even if it means compromise morals and ethics. In other words, even if it means that they harm you and myself. If it's the food industry, even if it means that they don't give us pure 100% real organic ingredients in our foods, they'll do it. They will make and take shortcuts to fill in the gap in order for them not to spend money on, or extra money on, quality ingredients. Oftentimes they would give us what I call fillers. They would disguise what would normally be a natural thing, food or flavor, with something that is artificial to save money, as opposed to providing something real to you. And if you've been on this planet long enough, and you've watched enough documentaries, and you've seen enough videos of people exposing these corporations, you will know that they use many techniques, tactics, and tricks to fool us. So it's about making money to them. Now, look at it like this. Hypothetically speaking, if you are a major corporation and you have a family and you want to perpetuate your income forever, you are going to make sure that you take every possible step to make sure that your business survives forever off the backs of unknowing individuals and the general public. So why tell them the truth about what you put in your food, for example, when you know you're making billions and billions of dollars from those products? And no one knows any better, the general public that is, but you, the purveyors of those products, the creators of those products, with all of your scientific ingenuity and wisdom, you know you can fool the people and still make mass profits. You would do that. And only your family is going to get the best of those same types of food, if they have those foods at all. What I'm saying in essence is that your family is never going to get the poison that you give to the general population, because you really don't care about the general population outside of the fact that you're living from them. Think about that. So, anytime someone who has some knowledge, some insight, and some wisdom into these practices, education into these practices that these major corporations utilize, when that person comes up to the surface and begins to educate the people or the masses of people, they try to come and see about you and stop you and shut you down, close your business down if you have a business, destroy your character and or reputation on paper, in the media, all for the sake of $1. I hope you got what I just said to you. This happens every single day, and these same corporations have the best, highest paid lawyers and lobbyists to keep their income flowing. That's the way it goes. So hear me very, very clearly. Why do people believe that people that own corporations care? What makes us believe? We don't know these people when we first meet them and we are first introduced to these businesses and or companies. We don't know them. So why do we trust them? Have you ever asked yourself the question? That's the operative question. Why do I believe in you and why do I trust you? Why? But we do. Traditionally, we have just followed suit from what we've seen other people do. It's a habit. We follow by rote. We just mimic what other people do. We never question anything. We just follow. Doesn't that sound a bit naive? Doesn't that sound a bit stupid even? To just follow something just because everybody else is doing it. It's interesting. So, if a person is giving you a medication, for example, why don't you question what's in the medication? Why don't you look more thoroughly into the so-called side effects and how it's going to affect your body and you mentally over time? Don't question it, do you? But you trust the person wearing the white lab coat with the badge and a certificate on the wall? Have you ever heard of critical thinking? Why don't you use it? Have you ever heard of common sense? Why don't you use it? This body that we're in belongs to us, and we only have one, but we trust everybody else with it. We just assume that they're good people. We just assume that their methods are equitable, if you will, not malicious in nature. We just assume. Stop assuming and start investigating the world in which you live, we all live. You'd be surprised how far you'll go, how much further along you'll be in your life without just simply trusting someone that you don't know at all. Industries and corporations. But you've got to believe something at one time or another. I do know that. But do your homework. Don't be like the deer in the headlights. Corporations benefit us to a great degree, but are we just accepting anything that they give us? Especially when it goes in our bodies, on our bodies. We trust the education system. There's a lot of things that we were introduced to in school when I was coming up, to this very day as I'm speaking to you, have never used it. A lot of people are purporting that college is the greatest next step from high school. Most people that I've experienced in my life that's gone to college don't work in the field in which they studied. They're working at a pizza joint or some similar place, warehouse, factory. Go figure. How much have we been lied to about the world in which we live? I made this video just simply to make you think, or to help you think, and to help you believe that your life is your own, not somebody else's. To command, take charge of it. This is Brother Teacher.